Hello, and this is Masamushia from Percolation Gaming, bringing you some more RaiderZ coverage. This time we shall be playing in the open beta though, and it is available to anyone who signs up. So last time we played as a Sorceress and only got to level 4. This time we will be playing as Berserker and start off right where we left off. So what all has changed since this closed beta? Well, really, it seems like nothing changed outside a lot of bug fixes, but it's really hard to tell since Perfect World Entertainment for some reason doesn't provide change logs for this game. I guess it's just simply too hard a thing to do. I wish I knew why. Though I guess that only bug fixes aren't really a bad thing. Last time in closed beta was riddled with error messages. And this time, in like 6 hours of playtime, I haven't seen one, so I mean, good job to you. Kudos, you're doing it right. So this was played with a friend, Deadly Shot 16, i.e. Block and Run, who has all the unedited footage on his Twitch TV account should anyone want to see and hear the conversations that we had. It was a live stream and it was pretty fun. We generally do that every couple days or so. You can find a link to that in the description. Now, from my knowledge, the things that were added were the Halloween event, which isn't too big a deal unless you're max level. There's a couple of cosmetic items, but it's nothing too big. PvP content, which is incredibly unbalanced, and a dungeon or two. So what this is going to be is a grand journey to level 35, which is the level cap as of right now. We are going to experience this open beta for all it is worth. Hopefully though, there won't be any character wipes upon release though, because that would make me sad. If there's one thing that gets a little old about this game, that's the grindy questing aspect to it. There are very little gimmicks to make quest feel different. It's just kill X and collect Y a million times over. But Masa, that's the basics of every MMO. Of course it's like that. And you'd be right, that's true. But there's generally some sort of aspect to distract you, be it the story or more instance events, tougher enemies to make you think about what you're doing. Something. Like this quest we're about to do. If there were more quests like these more than once every 2 hours or so, it'd be incredibly fun. If I didn't have any friends to play with, I'm not sure I would have played it as long as I did. Though given that this is a free game and isn't pay to win, as of yet anyway, I would definitely keep coming back. I'm very impressed with both the closed and open beta, and I can't wait to see what they have for the live version of this. And here it is, the fun quest. Time to become a god amongst these pirate men. All bow before me, for I am part horse bro. They really remind me of the Drawneye from WoW though. I think it's just the legs. With this new transformation, we get a few new skills, all of which kick some major butt. Then a heal just to make sure that we are incredibly overpowered for what we're doing. Only this thing was permanent. That would be so awesome. And now we must fight a Heartless? Poseidon Shadow, maybe. I don't know. There's kind of a Hanukkah theme going on there too. How did that fire from the candlesticks not go out? I'm not too sure. But since he's red, we have to murder him without giving it a second thought. It's the way of the game after all. But this guy hits like a truck, so thank goodness for this awesome heal. Oh god, why? This buff wears off? Are you kidding me? Whose terrible idea was that? Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Please stab. Stab, boss. Oh. Well, you're just going to sit there and cast. Thankfully, it seems Poseidon Shadow is an idiot and didn't capitalize at all on when the buff wore off. He instead decided that it would be a good idea to cast when we are nowhere near him at all. Good plan, he really thought that through. Oh, so we have to interrupt you? No problem. Nothing a swift kick to the nuts won't fix. Judo kick and he is down. Like the good sports we are, we kill him and steal his valuables, paying some respect to our Viking brothers. I mean, really, they were pirates before it was cool. So pillage all the things. There's also a few bugs where objectives are displayed incorrectly on your map. It's kind of a pain, but I mean, it's nothing too big to worry about. I still haven't had to look anywhere else but the game to see what's going on, so that's good. But I like that there isn't a fog of war aspect to your map, because I've always hated that crap, regardless of the logic behind it. After killing everything, we're rewarded with XP and money, and you might have noticed something odd here. We haven't received one piece of gear upon turning in a quest. Only gold and XP and the occasional mats like copper ore and cloth and all that fun jazz. It's pretty odd to get used to, really. Every piece of gear is either bought from the auction house or crafted. Gear isn't dropped or obtained through killing things in a direct manner, anyway. Everything has to be gathered and made. Now here's another cool thing. After completing that quest, the zone phases into something different. It's like the monsters outside just digivolved. I love phasing. It is such a cool gimmick to see, especially in a fun little free-to-play game. But after brutally murdering Miss Piggy's family, we finally get mats to craft our new sword. Woohoo! I really love the crafting system in its game. It's so fast, organized, and informative. They really nailed that in Raiders. But now it's time to take our questing elsewhere. It's time to advance to the new hub. May there be plenty of fat loot. I mean, even the beach has changed. Our innocent little hermit crabs have either been slain for their shells, or they've been steroiding way the hell up, and this is the result of their drugs. Either way, damn. I mean, they clearly nailed it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phones. Did we just make him explode into a fish volcano? That is a trippy sight. I mean, they look so angry. Look at those scaly eyebrows. They're just like, grrr. So mad all day, every day. But really, what are you mad about? I'm just trying to commit genocide. Calm down, Sea Troll. You're way overreacting to the situation. But after killing a race that did absolutely nothing wrong other than look scary on the beach, we have finally reached our destination. We get more quests from Captain Fabulous and his bird over here. But it looks like it's been more than an hour, so it's time for some fun. And this one is amazing just because of how damn silly it is. I mean, look at that cannon boss. Charge into people battering ram style, or just explode on them.
This skill is not yet available.
It is so fun. I mean, look at that firing power. If the XP for mobs were actually worth something, it'd probably be easier just to sit in this little camp and grind for hours, essentially one-shotting people with cannons. So fun. Now here's something we haven't really talked about. There are pumpkins on the ground that you can collect, as you see in the background, and you can trade them in for various goodies, none of them being too useful outside of one food item. It's generally just little toys and vanity items, which I'm not even sure if they last for more than one use. Also, might I add that the particle effects on the cannon explosion looks really damn good. They put quite a lot of effort into that. But back on track. You can also collect Halloween candy off mobs to train in for cosmetic items, and even a broom mount, which is pretty cool, and it's far superior to the standard mount, but unfortunately it wears off on Halloween. We're supposed to set some crates on fire, but I'm having kind of a hard time finding them. Now you would think that the large cannon would set these wooden crates on fire, but you'd be wrong. It doesn't. Instead, you have to click on the item, because that makes sense again. But after returning to Captain Fabio and Bird Boy Wonder, it's time for another instant quest, and may it be a fun one, because wandering around in caves, killing people easily is not my idea of a good time. And here we have it, the Cave of Wonders. I wonder if I'll find a magic lamp and a baller rug in here. Well, one can hope, but the odds are kinda slim to none. Now wait. So how did Captain Fabio get here before us? If that's the case, why couldn't he have just teleported us here? That certainly seems like it would have been a million times easier than walking, and it would have helped us save some time. You're really dropping the ball over here, Fabio. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to take my anger out on them. Now see, that's confusing, because that gate looks exactly like the entrance one. If the NPC hadn't been running over there and leading, I probably would have completely turned around and exited. It needs a different color or animation or something. Well, crap. We're at the end here and there are no rugs and no lamps in sight. It seems like this journey was a complete bust. Maybe we can ride out on that huge ship though. That'd be awesome. Captain Mushia, am I right? But after easily hacking our way through lackeys, it's time for a boss. Or at least I would imagine. Please be difficult and not die in 2 hits. I'd really appreciate that. Oh yes, Token Moken. He's an elite guy. I think my wish may have been granted after all. Though I have no idea who this guy is, but he's standing in our way though, so he's clearly evil and needs to be killed immediately. Dang, I dance like a hoe. You go, girl. Enough talking already though, jeez. I don't care, just let me stab you repeatedly in the chest already. My killing schedule is jam-packed for the day, and you're really setting me behind. So, judging by how fast he's dying, I think my wish was not granted after all. But at least he died pretty quickly, so I guess I can't complain too much. And of course, Pansy Boy just runs away and we do nothing to stop him. I always hated that. At least try to chase him down. The whole epic stun when a boss is going to die is so overdone. Yawn. Now let us be off, Captain Fabio. Stay tuned for our next event, because the next instance event is so fun. Take care, guys.